In my police story video, which you should check out if you're interested, I said this in the intro. Drunken Master was the first movie that I watched from him, and I sadly had to watch that movie dubbed, which made it way worse. It almost ruined the experience for me. Fast forward to Christmas Day, and I got the physical copies of Drunken Master and Drunken Master 2. And here's what I thought of them, starting out with Drunken Master. So first thing I want to say is that I really love the country atmosphere of this film. Like the training sessions out in the grasslands and like the mountains, it looks really nice, and it's paired well with the really nice score. It makes complete sense why this is the movie that put Jackie Chan on the map, because man, he is just so he's very charming, and while he's not playing a completely likable character, you still end up rooting for him by the end. And there is non-stop fight scenes. I think there's like one like every 7 minutes. It feels like there's that many. It's just non-stop fight after fight after fight, and it's just all of them are so well done. Fei Hung's chemistry with Beggar Ho is actually pretty endearing, and I really liked when they were both together, whether it was Fei Hung goofing on him and trying to escape, but then coming back and then trying to train in that fighting style. It was really cool. And rewatching this film in its original language, it just changes the whole movie. It changes it from feeling like a parody of itself to like an actually really good movie, because now I can finally hear the actual performances and the jokes that they say in the movie, because it is way better. While this isn't the funniest Chan film I've seen, I still think there are really funny moments, especially with his facial expressions, which he's just always so good at. And of course the fights can get pretty silly at times, which I like. And I really like Fei Hung's character arc. He transformed from a rude and disrespectful person into a hero that you root for, especially that scene where he gets beat up by Thunderleg just really hammered home how he felt, and Jackie Chan's performance in that scene was honestly really good. Overall, I don't have too much to say on this one. It is a martial arts action classic that if you're a fan of the genre, you gotta watch this. This is mandatory viewing. It is so good. It's kind of complicated to say that this is kind of a half sequel to Drunken Master. Of course, it's not the same character because we are way in the future in this one, but it keeps the general Fei Hung story. It's like the second one skips past everything that the first one did, so it's not a rehash. It's everything after him being taught by his uncle the way of the fighting, the drunken fists. He actually knows how to do it already, which I really like because it makes things feel very fresh. And while the story isn't the most interesting thing in the world, I was still actually invested, surprisingly, in these characters and what they were trying when they were trying to get all these artifacts back from the British. Very much reminded me of the plot of like something like Yip Man 2. Anita Mui was honestly really great in this. She was just absolutely hilarious. She ate up every single scene that she's in. She was just a joy to watch along with Chan. I was also surprised by some of the heartfelt moments in this film, from when the scene after Fei Hung gets humiliated in front of everyone, when he starts crying and stuff. Like, I really felt for him there. And it's also due in part to his father being a way more interesting character than the original, because in the original he was just a very one note, just okay character. And while he isn't the most complex character in this one, he's still much more interesting, and I actually liked him. Now, the choreography in this movie is insane. I honestly, while there's not nearly as many fights as there are in the original, they are great to downright legendary. They are all amazing. I was just mouth open, just so surprised by how good these fights got, especially that final one. It is genuinely one of the best fight scenes I've seen on film. And something that let me down a little bit is I feel like it's more comedic in like the first act, and it kind of loses that later on. So it's not as goofy as the first one, which it's not the worst thing in the world. I actually kind of like some of the more dramatic moments, but it would have been cool if there was still a sprinkling of it throughout. Something I forgot to say about the original that's in this one too is the stunts are just crazy. Or in the second one's case, like the scene where he gets tossed into the hot coals, that is just some crazy stuff, and it absolutely is a great example of why Jackie Chan is as cool and awesome as he is. So overall, this one is just as good as the original in my opinion. And while I give the slight edge to the original just for the comfort feel of it, I still think Drunken Master 2 is absolutely amazing, has some of the best fights ever put on film, and still has some fun comedic moments and very surprising emotional moments throughout. I still really, really like this one. If you hit this part of the video, I want to thank you so much for watching this long. Like the video if you want to see more videos of me talking about movies I like and sharing my opinion with you guys on the internet. If you want to support me even more, then consider subscribing to the channel. I'd greatly appreciate it. If you want to see some more of my film takes, follow me on Letterboxd, link will be in the description. Don't forget to hit the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next one.